Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis. Today is November 3rd. I'm Giovanni Betancourt, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets. Well, markets thought they got what they wanted from the Federal Reserve's penultimate meeting of the year before it was cruelly snatched away. If the prospect of a slowdown in interest rate hikes suggested by the Fed's official statement was music to the ears of investors, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's press conference was the equivalent of a deafening bang. Powell said that recent data suggests the ultimate level of interest rates will be higher than previously expected, adding there were still some ways to go when it comes to hikes and taming inflation. Stocks dramatically reversed course, erasing initial gains and sinking lower. The Nasdaq was the worst hit index, closing right around 3.4% down. Markets were desperate for signs of a Fed pivot, and the spectacular performance of the equities in October suggests they thought it was coming. The obsession over when a pivot might come is unlikely to stop. If anything, upcoming economic data will be even more closely watched for clues as to the future direction of rate hikes. Interestingly, when Powell was asked about stock and bond markets initially reacting positively to his latest hike, he responded with a series of hawkish statements. The market had actually already turned lower, but he wasn't to know that. He said, I will want people to understand our commitment to getting this done and to not making the mistake of not doing enough or the mistake of withdrawing our strong policy and doing that too soon, that he said. If Powell's aim was to signal a slowdown in rate hikes but prevent a market rally, then he's done it successfully, as unpopular as it might be. And with that, we analyze our levels for today. I am placing my support to the October 13th low. I'm placing my pivot to yesterday's low and my resistance to yesterday's high. The consensus or the market sentiment is to continue to move lower. I assume that if the market does continue to move lower, we will come down to test the low of the 13th of October. So that's something which is right around 10,500 at psychological level. Breaking that, I assume we could come down to test the 10,000, which is also like psychological level. The same token is gonna go for the S&P 500. I place my support at the low of October 21st. My resistance at yesterday's high. So the move 3,600 is also is where I could see the market coming down as we probably violate our support or break it. So 3,600 could probably be that place. 3,500 uh, is like that's like the magic number or the number that a lot of traders are looking at to see if the market will bottom out around that level. So that's also something to keep in mind. Here we have the Dow Jones as the same is pushing lower. So I have my support. I'm giving it the low of the October 25th and the open of yesterday's market. Then we have crude oil. I assume crude oil is going to continue to stay around these levels, right above $86, below 90. That's like really the resistance of it. But the fluctuation, it's going to be consolidation around these levels for a couple of days, I assume. Now, the same token goes with Nat Gas. Nat Gas is looking to stay right above the 550 mark, below $6. So keep that in mind. Then we have the gold. 1620 is that psychological support level. We have like a double bottom here, uh, done on the 21st and so far today. So will the market rebound from this? So far, is looking to do so, but let's wait until the opening of the states, see if 1600 will be tested. Then we have Bitcoin. As much as Bitcoin is, Nasdaq will most likely pull it down. So 19,000 is my psychological support level. Then we have the Euro, USD. The Euro really lost tracking. Dollar index moved, so That's basically precisely why. So let's see what that entails. As far as the pound goes, is in a free fall right now. 111 will be that first test, and then see if that's met by buyers around that level. Then we have the dollar index, which is just moving higher, 113. That's my resistance, psychological resistance, but I have it at 113.5. So most likely we will hit 113.5 later on today. See if eventually, with all of this news, the market will continue to move higher towards 115 as our stocks, trade lower. So that's the predicament that we are right now. See how we ended up on Friday. Have a nice one. I'll see you tomorrow.